Facius, you're a senior here at Mount DeSales. You're a four-time All-Star here in the IAAM, and last week you were second at Champs, and you guys won the team championship. So how'd the race play out? Did you guys plan anything ahead of time?
We had a couple strategies just to be strong, especially Juliet and I, the freshman who ended up winning. We went in and we wanted to hold back because we knew the course was hard. Like in the beginning, in the first hills, we didn't want to waste all of our energy there. So we held back with everybody, and with 1K to go, we both left. And at that point, it was just kind of between us two, and we knew that we'd be battling it out at the finish, and it was up until the last second that we were going at it. But
Okay.
good.
So you said you fell in the hole like 15 minutes before the race.
Yeah.
Did that affect your race, or were you okay?
I was okay. We were doing our warm up, so we were jogging over to the start line, and I stepped in a hole, and it was a little scary at first because 15 minutes before championship starts, but it ended up being all good. I went in and out,
Okay.
yeah.
So how does McDaniel compare to Stevenson? What kind of course do you like for cross country?
McDaniel was a lot different from Stevenson. It was obviously much hillier, and it was still pretty open, but I think I like McDaniel better just because I love cross-country courses that change. There's always change in different parts of the course. And I like hills, so that was a nice change in pace. And that's definitely a strong suit I think I have in cross-country, is being able to push up the hills. So it was more of an advantage for me personally, I felt like.
Okay. So what are some of your maybe favorite races or most memorable, or what would you consider to be some of your top races over the past few years?
For cross-country?
For cross-country. Or what are you most proud of?
I'm definitely really happy with how I ran championships last year in holding back the whole race, and then having a big kick at the finish. That was huge for me, and then I ended up PRing, so that was a really good race, and I was definitely always going to remember that. That was a huge win for me. And then Bull Run this year I think was always memorable just because it is Bull Run and it's a good course. And I was happy with my race there. I think I pushed up the last part of the dip a little too hard, which ended up affecting me at the end, but I was still happy with the race I ran.
Okay. So what are some of your strengths as a runner in cross country, and maybe what is something that you feel like you need to work on?
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely strong on running up on the uphills. I think some places I could improve on is running downhill. I've always struggled with that, so I've been practicing that. And another strategy or thing I think I'm good at is pushing the second mile of the race instead of that's when people normally fade off, and I like to think that I can push that harder than even the first and last mile. It's usually my fastest split.
Okay. How was your training this summer? How was your training during the season?
Yeah, so this summer I took a different approach. Last summer I packed in a lot of mileage. I was running 6-7 miles a day last summer, so I think I overtrained a little bit, so by the end of the season I was burned out almost in the postseason meets, and that was harder for me. But this summer I gradually got up to pace and mileage, and I built up a base gradually. So I was hitting probably 35 to 40 miles a week this summer, and I was also building that for college purposes in looking for a stronger base, because obviously I'll be doing more mileage next year. So, and then in the season, again, we worked on mileage, but we also did a lot of intervals and longer intervals and tempo runs and all these fartleks to get good recovery with our busy meet schedule.
Do you have a favorite workout, or is there a certain workout where you feel really prepared to race?
I think definitely the interval workouts are helpful for me because it's easy for me to want to push myself. I love working hard and pushing in those workouts. So the interval workouts are definitely where I feel most powerful and little recovery time that'll make me feel prepared and having endurance and speed and all that.
Okay. And looking at track season, you have a really strong cross-country team, and I think that'll bode well for you guys indoors. But do you guys have any team goals you're looking for? Are you guys planning on running maybe a DMR?
Yeah, so we have a lot of team goals this year, actually. We're definitely looking at the IAM championships and definitely hoping to be competitive there as long as we all remain healthy and everything. I think we could definitely have a strong DMR too with the Whitaker sisters and one of our sprinters. So we're looking for a DMR, and of course we have our SMR that will hopefully be just as competitive since we graduated one girl off our 200 leg, so we have another person coming in for that. So those, and then for individual goals, I'm definitely looking to drop time in my mile because it's always a goal.
Okay, yeah. So you mentioned college. Do you know where you want to run in college? Can we talk? Can you mention that yet, or do you have a list of schools you're looking at?
Yeah, I do have a list. I'm looking at the University of Maryland, University of Delaware mostly, but I'm also looking at Towson, McDaniel, and Mount St. Mary's. So definitely some choices to be made there. I haven't made any decisions yet.
Okay.
Not leaning one way or the other.
All right. And last thing, do you have any piece of advice to any kids who are trying to really be successful or just be like Sam?
Well, always work hard and never quit. And I think the best advice I could give for like racing is even when it gets hard and you want to quit, you got to remember to like not regret it. Like you're going to regret that you didn't go faster in the race. So always push yourself as hard as you can without passing out. We've had that a couple times.
Okay.
But just like work hard and try your hardest in practice and just never give up on yourself, because there are times that it goes down and then you can build back up and have a strong return.
Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Thanks, and best of luck
Thank you
indoors
so
and
much.
outdoors.
Thank you.